Not that you can see it back there, but it is an absolutely glorious day out there. It is probably in the 60s now. The wind is blowing. The only problem is that there's a lot of pollen because it is springtime here in the Houston area. I have the windows open. The wind is blowing nicely. My bathroom mess that's down there. So we are going to go ahead and get started with this bathroom refresh video. I am going to make a cat stop clawing up the corner of my couch first. We're gonna go ahead into the bathroom, and I need to be cleaning the house, but before I can do that, I am making use of the windy day, I guess you could say, and I'm coming back into the bathroom, and first want to go ahead and reveal the color I chose for the cabinets. There we go. So the color, I forget what it is, Ebb-Tide, I believe is the name of the color. It is still kind of like, I don't know, I'm still getting used to it, so I'm waiting for the rest of the stuff to come in to figure out if I really do like the color. So the other color that I was deciding on was the dark blue one. That was number 1 on there. That's Loyal Blue. And it's not too dark, but not too light, but it is a brighter blue. So I don't know if that's what I'd go with. I don't really want to go dark, 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 like number 5, because that was more purpley. But we'll just see with all the other stuff in here if I like this. So that's where I'm at right now. I like it, I just don't know if I like it to keep it that way. So we are in here, and I bought some sand blocks today and some white trim paint so I can start working on the doors. I was going to take them outside and do all of that, but with all the wind that's going on and the pollen that's falling, I don't necessarily want to have them outside right now, you know, trying to dry and all of that. So I'm just going to work on sanding the doors, which shouldn't be too bad because I think I used like an eggshell or satin or whatever it was on these previously, so it's not as difficult. So I'm just going to rough these up enough to where I can paint. Hopefully I can get that all done today, and these can start drying, and I can start moving things in later today, do a clean in here because it is already like 12:30 or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with sanding. I'm not going to share all of it because that can get a bit redundant. It's basically using sand blocks, sanding, and then I'll paint. I'll show a little bit, but I want to get to the decorating part. That's like the fun part of all of this. So.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. Ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because
Being spots in the closet. If I can like pull the pins out, readjust the hinges a little bit and see if I can get this to not stick, because it is rubbing up against somewhere. Problem is I just don't know if I'll be able to do that. So can I help you? What? You know, you're just in the way. Yeah, Mr. Supervisor, you're just in the way. What? Oh my gosh. It's always an adventure trying to pick this guy up, because he always is a roly-poly. 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 It always been since you were a little kitten. Roly-poly.
was my enemy, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting
very well down here. But before I carry on with this, the pull string from here needs to be removed because it keeps, every time I shut the door, this is in the way. So I actually installed one of these in my office closet just this past week, and it is so brilliant. I'm so happy to have this. But it is basically a remote control light switch. So you screw that into the light socket, then you can mount this to wherever, the wall, wherever, and it acts like a light switch to control the lights. So I'm going to put this up there, and it'll be dark in here for just a moment. Apologize for the lights turning on and off. If you're sensitive, please close your eyes. Really quickly, close your eyes. Anyways, I really do like these adapters. I did buy one for every single one of my closets because they are all the pull string, and I also bought one for my pantry because it is also a pull string light. I think technically if I went to sell this house, I would have to basically replace those and put in a hardwired light. I mean, these are hardwired, but I'd need a light switch to turn them on and off. But this allows it to, you know, not have that string anymore, and me searching for hours, not hours, but, you know, several seconds trying to find that stupid string, and eventually just giving up and going and turning on the main room light just so I can find that stupid string. So far I've been liking them. I've replaced them both in my closets, in my bathroom, and in the office closet. And I still need to go and put one on the pantry, and I need to put one in the guest bedroom. But I will get to those at some point. I'm not in a rush to get those done. I'm basically just, when I get to doing the deep cleaning in those rooms, then I will add them in there. But I am going to paint the doors and just continue on, and pretty soon we'll go into my closet and start doing some stuff in my clothing closet, and then we will come into the storage closet and start setting up some shelves and doing some other things.
My lessons learned. Maybe I don't have to be around these people anymore. This body sucks, I'm out of luck. I don't know why I'm being here. They talk about some silly stuff, they even don't know if it's real. The crazy part is that I can feel.
So the first shelf that I put up, it was kind of a trial and error. I've put contact paper up before, but this was a lot more difficult because the contact paper was a lot thicker than just your regular paper that you can get at Walmart, Target, Home Depot, all of those. So it was a little bit more difficult. It didn't really fold as easily, and it was longer. I originally purchased this paper to kind of redo my kitchen countertop, and because the last one wasn't the best, the last one that I put on my kitchen counter wasn't the best. It was really shiny, and this one was more matte, but it's matte, but it's also kind of like vinyl-y in a way where when you scratch up against it with your fingernails, there's a texture to it basically. But I did decide that I just wanted to go ahead and dress up my closet a little bit more, make it more, you know, special, and make me want to actually like go into my closet and get my clothes and, you know, all of that type of stuff. So we are laying down the contact paper as best as we can. When I went to do the other shelf, I learned kind of like where to cut and everything to make it a lot easier, and how to actually like get it around the bar and all of that stuff. I stupidly should have taken the bar, like kept the bars out of the closets until I put the contact paper up, but oops, I put the clothing bars in, and I was not about to take them out because they were very difficult to take out originally. Or to put in when I put them in. So, because they are actually built into the wood that is holding up the shelf. So this did take several times. I think the camera cut off at some point, and but the paper is up. It's not the best, but you know what? It looks fine. It really does look fine, and it's serving the purpose. It's protecting the shelf. Since the shelves were painted, The main reason why I'm doing the contact paper on the shelf is because the shelves are painted, and when it kind of gets hot in the house, in the closets, especially when I shut up the closets at some points, the things that are sitting on the shelves will actually stick to the shelves, and sometimes paint will come up with them, and there will be paint on whatever I pull up. So I am doing this to protect everything that I may put up on the shelf. Sometimes I put clothes, sometimes I put hats, sometimes I put my purses, and you'll see that a little bit later when I come and start decorating and bringing everything back into the closet. But yeah, so the second shelf that I did learn from, not my mistakes, but it was a trial and error type thing. I decided that I was not going to cover the shelves in my cleaning closet because it just seemed like a lot of work, and it's cleaning supplies, and I didn't paint the shelf, so I'm okay with that. I may eventually come back with a different contact paper or something like that and use that on the shelves, but for now they don't need to be. I don't plan on putting anything special up on the cleaning closet or decoration closet shelves that wouldn't be damaged. So that's where we're at right now.
Let's go. Are you ready? You've been staring since I came in. I know you wanna get to know me. But honestly, I came with my girls, wanna dance by ourselves. Can't you tell? Baby, I have thick skin. Yeah, I don't let things get to me. But do you want me to spell it out for you right now? I'm not feeling your vibe. Crystal clear that you're head over heels, but don't come any closer, my dear. Cause when I get mad, I cannot control what might happen. You think you can put your hands on my body. I'm no damsel in distress. Come too close, I might just lose it. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I think you're messing with the wrong girl. I bring the thunder, haven't you heard? But honestly, I just wanna dance with my girls here tonight. No man by our sides. Crystal clear that you're head over heels, but don't come any closer, my dear. Cause when I get mad, I cannot control what might happen. You think you can put your hands on my body. I'm no damsel in distress. Come too close, I might just lose it. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom.
Okay, we are now going ahead and putting in all of my bags. I did put them on the other side of the closet, but it just seemed too cluttered with all the clothes underneath it. So I decided to move them over onto this side. So in the suitcase, I have another suitcase stored inside of there to save some space. And then I bought these shelf dividers a while ago. They were in my old closet, and they basically are doing this. They did the same thing that they're doing now. They are containing organizing my purses a little bit better. So I have a spot for just bags, travel bag type things. Then I have ones for my wristlets, the smaller purses, one for medium-sized purse, one for larger like carry-on bag type stuff. And then I did the hooks to basically hang up bras and workout clothes to just kind of air dry before I throw them in the laundry. And I also put one of those little socket adapters into this closet, and now I'm hanging up the light switch, and I cut the string, and yay, we have a light switch for the closet. Now moving into my storage closet, I purchased these wall guards. They're basically the patches that you kind of put on walls to stop doorknobs from going through the drywall. I am basically covering up the holes where I had some clothing rods that I removed from the storage closet because I'm trying to make room for some shelves that I will be putting in that you'll see here later. But basically, because these clothing rods are built into the wood of the shelves, the holes go all the way through the drywall, and just to not have bugs and make it look a little bit cleaner and all of that, I just wanted to cover up the holes and everything. So I am now building the shelving unit that I purchased for my holiday decorations. That way it's a lot easier for me to get to my bins and not have to like unstack all the bins and everything. I can just basically have one shelf for Christmas, one shelf for fall, one shelf for spring, and then the top shelf for any of the miscellaneous decorations, that summer decorations, that type of stuff. So I am now adding in the decorations here, and then off to the right hand side I will have my bag that has all of my Christmas trees and my Christmas angel, and I'm trying to make some room for it. And now we are getting to my cleaning organization shelving unit. So I'm basically explaining that I did not want to go to IKEA and purchase a whole new Kallax unit that was a 8 cube unit, because I already had these two that I was using as my cleaning shelves basically. And I was like, okay, how can I make this shelf fit into this closet underneath the actual built-in shelf of the closet? And the only way that I could do it was I have to remove one of the outside shelves, and in this instance it is the bottom shelf of the top unit. And then I'm using this dowel and I'm measuring how deep the holes are for the bottom unit and the top unit, and basically coming up with how long I need to cut the dowels. And so I'm just using a regular old scissor. I'm just kind of like just pressing a little bit, and then it eventually will just break off. And I mean, I think I used a 3/8 or 3/16 dowel. It wasn't very difficult to cut through with just regular scissors. And then I went to get a drill so that way I could drill some holes in the top shelf of the bottom unit to allow for the dowels for the middle shelf to the vertical shelf of the top unit to actually sit in there without being pushed and everything. So I basically just did a really easy IKEA hack, and I'm really proud of myself because it did. I've been thinking about this for a while, and it's like, how am I going to do this? And then it's like, oh, I can just use dowels, take out the screws, do all of this, and it works perfectly. So you'll see that here shortly with all of the stuff in there. Once I did get this on there, I realized that the dowels in the middle needed to be shorter than the ones on the outside. So that's what I was doing. I was just now cutting it off, and we got it all in there. I was happy. I did a little happy dance, and now we are trying to get it into the closet. And this I was trying not to scratch the floor, so I was trying to move it, but it was too difficult. And let's just say that, trial and error. This would have been easier if there had been a second person here, but you know what? In the end, I was able to do it myself, and but it just took a little bit of extra work, and it's hard to explain what was happening. I had little furniture movers on the floor, and then I'm trying to get this on there underneath the shelf, and as you can see, there's not much wiggle room between the shelf and the cabinet that I'm trying to do, and the dowels, it just was not working for me on this day. And it was kind of heavy when you actually have all of them on there and everything, but we finally got it in there. The door shuts past the little drawers that I use for my towels. Thanks. Is it good? Huh? Is it good? No? No? Is it because we have so much stuff out here that needs to go in there? Yeah? I placed a boot tray underneath the mop and carpet cleaners, but then I moved the boot tray out a little bit more so that way the big carpet cleaner could fit on there. And eventually, this is my steamer, like my steam mop and steam. It does a lot of things. But eventually, I want to mount it up. I do have a mount somewhere. I think I was trying to dig it out somewhere. There's the mount. So eventually, I will try to mount that at some point. And so I moved in my big vacuum cleaner as well. And then I am planning on going to the Dollar Tree at some point to get their version of the 3M broom, the command strip broom holder type thing. And so that way I can put some of the other cleaning supplies like the mop, and I have my Swiffers and all of that stuff. So now I'm just kind of filling in the towels that were clean. And so we're almost done with the cleaning closet. And as you saw, Inspector Binks was coming to inspect my work, and he didn't quite like it. So that's where we're at right now. Okay, we are going through some items that I got for the main bathroom area. So I got a little towel rod to hold my hand towel, and it suction cups right up onto the mirror, and it's perfect. It's in the middle. I don't have to, it's not cluttering up the counter. It's making use of vertical space, and it's perfect. I love it, and I am gonna look for more of those. The next thing I'm replacing is the air register that's in the ceiling. The old one was all moldy and nasty, and so I got a new one to go up there, and now I'm getting a new trash can. It is motion sensitive, so basically you hold your hand above it and it opens up, and then you take your hand away and it will close. So it's I like it. The cats are enjoying it as well. And then the other thing that I got was a new mouthwash dispenser, because I want it on my counter so I actually use it instead of it being under the counter. And so I got a nice little jar, and we'll go into more depth on that when I do my cabinet declutter reorganization, because I'm going to consider the top of the cabinet a part of that. And now, a gifted item. I want to thank Kitcher for basically gifting me. It is a toilet paper holder, and it's a 2-pack. So I was not expecting a 2-pack, but I'm happy for that, because this has a little shelf on it where you can put wipes or anything, and then a toilet paper holder. So we're gonna put this into the bathroom in the toilet stall. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. But I wanna say thank you to Kitcher for gifting me this. Let's take a look at the unit. It is toilet paper holder, and then it has where you can put like a Kleenex box or something like that to where you can pull, and then you can put your cell phone, keys, whatever, right there, a book. You know, my dad would take a book into the toilet to read. But you can mount it, and I'm gonna read up on the instructions on what to do, but it is metal, but, and it is like powder coated black, matte black color. So I'm kind of excited about this because it doesn't go with anything really in the room, but I don't care. I wanted to get a new toilet paper holder, and one where it was just easy to slip on and off for both bathrooms, this one and the other one. I want to apologize for the lighting. The afternoon sun was coming in through the window, so it made everything else really dark. But on this mechanism, basically, there are two ways, or the toilet paper holder, there are two ways to attach it to the wall. You can do the old-fashioned way of drilling holes, anchoring it, and using screws, or in my case, I am using the adhesive version, or the adhesive backing. And basically, the instructions said to get all the air holes out of this as you were sticking it. So I'm trying to get all the air holes out with my level. So I used a level to make sure that I had the adhesive level. So that way when the shelf actually, when I attach the shelf to the adhesive, it will be level on the wall. But this did say that to wait 24 hours before attaching the toilet paper holder. And so that's exactly what I did. I made sure to get as many holes out of the adhesive as, not holes, but air out of the adhesive as possible. And then I waited, I think, over 24 hours for me, because that was just when I could get to it, was a couple hours after the 24-hour mark. But we'll be back here shortly to show how I attached it. But I just want to mention that I did get the toilet looked at by the plumber, and he was able to fix it. And so I have a non-running, leaking toilet, and I'm happy to have that going on in the house now. Now, attaching the shelf to the adhesive backing, there were little bolts basically that I just unscrewed, and now I am screwing them back on, and that way it holds the shelf to the wall, to the adhesive. And then I will add on a roll of toilet paper as well. And yeah, so I am excited to have this in my house, and I can't wait to, when I get to redoing my guest bathroom, to also using the second one that I have in there as well. So you can also, I think, use, if you have the flush wipes or any of that type of stuff, you could probably put that there as well in that little hole. But so I'm excited to have this, and I want to thank Kitcher again for gifting me the toilet paper holders. I will very much enjoy them for a very long time. Thank you. And as you saw, I kind of rearranged the rugs, and now I am moving in the litter box, and I'm trying to decide on where I want to put that little scoop holder, which I really love the scoop holder. I've had it for a couple months now, and it's the perfect size for my scoop, and I got both the scoop and the scoop holder from Amazon. And of course we have Binks that is using the litter box, but I am trying to decide what I'm going to do with that holder. I end up putting it in the cabinet for now, but I want to find a permanent place for it. I'm just not quite sure where it's at. So in this as well, I will be taking out the fern part of the pot, and I'm trying to figure out, because I bought this eucalyptus tree, and I'd like to use this in that spot. However, the eucalyptus tree is basically cemented into the pot that it came in. So I'm trying to come up with options to basically house the eucalyptus thing. So it's like I had that little tray there, and then I had the white pot as well, and then I'm like, okay, where can I put these ferns? And then, you know, this is still a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure it out, because I do take the lid off of the litter box, so I want to make it easy for me to get in and out of there, but I also want the tree not to fall over and everything. So, but yeah, we're still doing a work in progress. I still need to go through that turntable that is where I have all of my beauty stuff, but that will be part of part 4 of the bathroom refresh, where I am working on the bathroom cabinet. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the bathroom looks like right now. Okay, that is it for the bathroom refresh, at least part 3 of the bathroom refresh. I've got the bulk of the work done, and all I have left to do is basically declutter and reorganize the bathroom counter, and also the top. Like I said, that little turntable needs to be decluttered and also reorganized. So I will be working on that, and that will be next week's video, so look forward to that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed already, please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that way you are notified when I do post part 4. I also do cleaning videos and other budgeting type videos and other miscellaneous lifestyle videos. So I hope that you catch me on the next video. Again, I want to thank Kitcher for gifting me the toilet paper holders, and I will be using the second one when I work on the second bathroom, which will be in the next couple months. So again, thank you, and I will see everybody back here next time. Bye, everybody.